Well, it's April the 23rd, and there's a storm on the way again for the next couple of days. But it's nice and calm and sunny now, so we'll do just a little walkabout and record some signs of spring. Here's our first one. The grass is turning green. Ooh. Next week or the week after, I'll be having lots of wild greens. That is nice. Hey, look what we got here. A dandelion flower. Of course, it's inside the whole frame. Look just in front of it. That cabbage is growing again. There's a high possibility of getting seed from that cabbage. The buds are swelling on most of the trees by the looks of that. This is the lilac tree. See how many crocuses we can find. This one hasn't opened yet. Close, will it go? Will it focus? Oh dear. Wonder why one is out this far. It's right out in the grass. Here's another. I must have planted a lot of them out. This is the biggest bunch. That's a view of crocuses you don't get to see very often, eh? Itty bitty one right there. These were the couple that I put in another video. That one hasn't flowered yet. That bud is turning green. That's the Romeo cherry. These are the buds on the currants on the west side of the sunny patch. We have one there, the leaf is coming out. This one, no surprise, this is the haskap, otherwise known as a honeyberry. They have evolved to just take off as soon as spring comes. This is one of the canes of the yellow raspberries. Don't remember the name of the variety, but they are delicious. Golden raspberry, I mean. Here's the rhubarb. This was the bed that had some flower bulbs left behind, and I'm letting them grow there. I just plant transplants among them. Daylilies, I believe that was, or dahlias or something. This here is tulips, of course. There's another one. As far as the strawberries goes, of course, this one and this one was dead before the season was over last year. But the ones that weren't dead, you can see the green is coming back. Don't think there's any sign of asparagus here yet. There's some asparagus planted right along here. This was the original place where the flowers were. And so there we have our couple of tulips that got missed. I think there's some other bulbs there too, but they're not up yet. Valerian, that won't be growing yet. Looks like my thyme got winter kill this year. Last year when spring came, this was sitting there all nice and green. Of course it's not dead, you can see green down underneath. It's just the very top of it. And along with this one. A couple weeks I'll remove all the winter kill when I'm sure everything is growing. I was wondering about them. So I've got one there. There's another one coming there. This is garlic chives. I grew some from seed last year to replace the ones that had gotten overrun with weeds. So that was down in the half acre that surrounds the house. So we're going to walk up over the hill now and see what's interesting up there. I have quite a mess to clean up here. Let's see, do it this way. But I did get all the trees cut down that I needed to. Straight back behind me, that's the hen's pen. And then I have to go up there with my food forest. Let's walk a little further. I initially thought about taking this spruce out of there, but then I said no. There's no need of that. But you can see in there now I have the wood cut down, and I'll be taking it out of there in the next couple of days. I want to get the hens out in a year as quickly as possible. So all this old fencing here, I think I'm going to pick it up and kind of make it look sort of like it was before. And that'll hold them back for a while, and hopefully by the time they get bored of that, I'll be have the fence done enough to keep them in. But up this slope, that's where the horse garden is going to go. I like to call it forest garden instead of food forest because it's more of a full ecosystem, and it's not just food plants. Of course, I have to put in nitrogen fixers and dynamic accumulators and etc., right? I'm trying to think now if this is an alder or a funny growing Saskatoon berry. It's got some black knot right there, so I'd say that's a Saskatoon berry. But all my Saskatoon berries has got the cedar rust. Speaking of cedar rust, if any of you know how you get rid of that, you can let me know in the comments. And I'm standing here now on a dock, give you a little view of the bay. The ice is all gone out. It's really windy, so I'll have to do a voiceover. It's just a roar in the camera mic. A lot of compost material there, isn't it? It's kelp rolled up against the wharf, or dock you might call it. And there's my house. That's 3 pieces of ice floating on the bay there. And now around a full view of the village of Lawrenceston. And that's it. That's spring for April the 23rd. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.